Hi guys. Yeah, I'm so happy to have this opportunity to talk to you. And this message is just for Kenyans for generation Z, Gen Zs. This is for influencers. This is for the Kenyan kids, the Kenya people. I know I'm not a Kenyan, but I have experience with Kenyans. Yes, my wife is Kenyan. My two boys were born in Kenya. But what I know about Kenyan, they don't like somebody, especially when you're a foreigner, to tell them anything. They don't like that. But for me, it's only who could tell them some things. And today I'm telling you something very important, which is going to change the way our life in Africa is going to change. We're going to revolutionize our mind, what we say and what we think, and our identity. I'm talking about Africans' identity, Kenyans' identity, all your tribes' identity. I ask you, what's your names? What your names? You have African names. We have mixed names. We have colonial names. Colonials has interfered in our culture, in our naming, our name. And that is, we can agree with me, those European, Arabs is not African names. It's not culture's names. They have no means to our tribe and to our family. Name like Eric, name William, name Joyce, name Daniel, Joseph, Josephine. Those, they are not African names. But you found each child of Kenyans have most of times those names. We have colonial names, and then we have our family names. And this is the change I want to bring to you. This is the change I want to bring to the new generation to come. And this change bring pride to ownership for our name and for our identity. Me, my background is from Rwanda. I was born in Rwanda. I had a French name, a colonial name, Alois. And when idea came in, I changed the names. I changed these names to take African Rwandese names. I changed to Ndizeye, Rubasha. My two names, they are Africans, they are Rwandese, and I'm proud of that. And what does they give it to you? It's just the power of mind to bring your culture and to bring the power of identification to you and to your mind, and the open conversation to others. Names have a meanings. Names for who we are, who we present. And this is the message I'm telling you. I know there's many Kenyans who had both Kenyan names for their tribe's names, but majority we have these colonial names. All the people can see on social media, all the influencers almost have colonial names. What we want to do is to discuss about it, to open this conversation, and if possible, to change it. We remove it to our social media, we put our African names, which we know who you are. The name is your identity. The name you put there, he shows who you are. No one is going to question any other than that. because you show your identification. You look at most tribes, other communities, even though have been colonized, most of them, they never take colonial names. They've been colonized, they've been changed their religions, but they keep their name. Only as Africans, who are the majority, who be taken colonial names or religious names. And this is powerful. This is going to be revolutionizing our mind, revolutionizing our identity. Every child born now, he could know, why does he have that name? What does Eric mean? What does Josephine mean? All those colonial names, it belong to the other community. It's their culture. And what I can see in Kenya, that is why I have to talk to you Kenyans. You rather to take colonial names than other Kenyan tribes' names. You know that it's hard to find a child born in a different tribe and to be given a different tribe names, even though all we are African. It's not much there, but we found it'd be easier to give a colonial children names. When we did it, we thought maybe that was trendy, and that was the time of that, but we had to think about it. We had to think about it in national level, in each individual, from home. You go to baptize, whatever activity you go to do for your children. Now, think about it now. I changed my name and encouraging my sons to change their name. And they have agreed to change their names. And there is a difference, there is a power in that. Especially when you live in diaspora, there is a power of changing the name. There is a power to have African name. My friends, my influencers. And this is the best way to give message. You are there. You present generation Gen Zs. You are majority. You are young, but you don't carry your identity. You have been lose your African identity. When you have European colonial name, Arab names, that is not your full identity. We never think about it because our parents give us, parents give them, the parents, it become like that. We never talk about it. Most of them, most of young people, you don't even know, you don't even question about it. But today, when you get a chance to see my message is going to change you straight away. My message is going to give you a good understanding how this is powerful. You go back to your parents, you ask them why they give you those colonial names. Even your parents, they tell you, oh, it's our parents give it to them. Even if you go to your grandparents, they go to ask, oh, it's our parents, you got to give them. It was the just colonial mind, it was the power of mind from a white man. And the reason they interfere, they know how power it is. They know when you stripe somebody's identity, you own them. You own them. When you have a British names, that is the pride of British. When you have a French name, that is pride of French. And that's how it is. I'm going to tell you a message, Kenyans. We want pride of our tribes, pride of our nation, pride of our continent. It's easy when you're talking about. Some of you go to think, oh, it means nothing. I didn't eat, I have too much problem, I don't care about names. No, the identity, the power of identity is going to change all. It's going to change all your thinking, because identification is so powerful. A true mind. And why colonial change it? Why did they give you their name? They know how the impact it is. Time has come to change. With these technologies, with these social medias, it's going to help us to share a message together, to change, to have pride of African names. African names for Africans. Change always not go easy, but change must come. And when the mind and the right times has come, nothing's going to stop it. Like history of Kenya, the leaders who had African name, especially in Kenya, Jomo Kenyatta has his full Kenyan name. Mwai Kibaki has full Kenyan name, even though he had a colonial names, but always he never mentioned the colonial names. All his portrait, you go to see Mwai Kibaki. Uhuru Kenyatta, he had both Kenyan name. We had two presidents, William and Daniel. They have colonial names. Most other Africans, everybody has colonial names. It's powerful to change it. We go to change it. We're going to make sure we are proud African. We are proud for our identity. We bring back to the root of our ancestors. Ancestors' names, our names. Ancestors that have the culture to name their names, like any other communities. Other communities around us, they kept their name. They never allowed other community to come to interfere in their name, in their identity, because the most powerful a man has to have your own identity. Since I changed mine, the power of mind has changed. I become better than I used to be in my mind. I feel pride of Rwandan and Rwandan names. That's what I want to share. My friend, you're going to experience the feeling. You're going to experience that change, which will make us, the whole continent, think about it, we change. We have everything. We are young, wherever we had everything, but only we think we remain is the power of mind. Power of mind is what we need. My friend, we pray God for too long. We have too much prayers every Sunday. The prayer we have and the result, it doesn't match. We need inspiration. We need motivation. That is the difference I see. Australia here, they don't pray too much to God. But they have been inspired. They have been motivated to build their nation, to build their community. And that is the change we need. We transit from prayers to inspiration and motivation. They are two powerful words. Guys, thank you. And I want to share this message. This message for you, you influencer, generation Gen Zs, and everyone, every young person, everyone who has have these ideas, and this is a message for you. Siniwaambia Kenyan hawataki mtu awaambie, lakini tu mimi nawezana na nyinyi, naweza tu kuambia. Ni just friends of Kenyans, ni hiyo tu, hakuna kukasirika, hakuna kitu kingine, ni kuongea. I thank you and have a nice day.